choice, they gloat. Let's not vote. Labour smug beige face laser rowing towards the end of their uninspiring race. Somehow prevailing, democracy derailing. No winners, no losers, no choice, they gloat. Let's not vote. Reform UK will adapt to improve voting turnout to a nation suffering political burnout.
Well, good evening.
The illusion of democracy.
We'll wait for some people to come on.
Autocracy. No winners,
And whilst we're waiting,
no losers,
we'll listen to
no
some
choice,
big
they
papa
gloat.
claps.
Let's not vote. Greens with ideas
Because
so
it's
extreme,
copyright
it would
free.
turn us into a regime. Their vision of a wild, chaotic dream. Nothing but a madcap scheme. No winners, no losers, no choice, they gloat. Let's not vote.
Good evening, Julie.
Doing crazy things, trying to grow strategic wings.
Hope
Hoping
you're
to
very
perilously
well.
advance their middle-class diplomatic stance.
No winners,
no losers, no choice, they gloat. Let's not vote. Independents appear brave, no party
Been up to
banners
much
to
today?
wave. No partisan bands, yet they persist navigating shifting quicksands. No winners,
I mean, look, you can see Adam
losers,
dancing around in
no
his
choice,
mask
they
if I
gloat.
do
Let's
this.
not vote. No mention of GB workers, just a bunch of disruptive opportunist lurkers, focusing on those wearing the burqas. Galloway,
There you go.
pussycat, socialist berserker. No winners, no losers, no choice, they gloat. Let's not vote. Nationalism promoting jingoist parties with democratic unionist smarties, sneakily dividing us all while we watch crumbling democracy fall. No winners, no losers, no choice, they gloat. Let's not vote.
Right. So, yeah, good evening. Good evening, Julie. We'll just wait for a few people to come on. Hopefully some people will come along and say hi. This is more of a chilled out, laid back chat session. I want to talk to you guys. I want you guys to sort of drive the conversation tonight. So, Julie says, busy teaching, cleaning up and sorting stuff for Christmas. Are you excited for Christmas, Julie? Have you got a big Christmas incoming? Big family Christmas? Are you doing all the dinner and everything? Because, oh, Dreadeye's just signing in. I tell you what, we're not, for the first time ever, since me and Chrissy have been together, I'm not making a Christmas dinner. So there's going to be no Christmas dinner this year. We've decided against it. We wanted to go out and have it made for us, but you can't watch in landscape tonight, Ollie. You have to watch in portrait, I am afraid. It is just the way YouTube does it now. So the way they do it is they push vertical streaming far more than they push horizontal streaming. So we go in vertical because we're hoping some people will click the like button, which I can see 9 people in right now. So go on, get on that like button. And if you are watching on a phone, all you have to do is double tap the middle of your screen and that will be a like. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Because, like I said, you guys are in. I want you guys to drive the conversation tonight. So, hello, Emma Watts. Ollie, you wanted to talk about some stuff. I know you did. You said you wanted to talk about some, I guess, some Disney-related stuff. And it's great to see you, man. And it's great to hear that you're starting to feel human again after, it's got to be over 2 years now, right? It's got to be over 2 years of pretty much being bedbound because of a certain medication that we can't mention on this show tonight. Well, Ollie, you are a member. So, members streams, which are coming back this week, by the way. I believe I'm going to do my first one on either Thursday or Friday, controversially. So, member streams are going to be horizontal. Yeah, 27 months in bed, man. I'm so glad to hear that you're finally, you know, starting to fight some kind of fit again. Because I've missed you. I've really missed you. Not just talking to you on here, but, you know, we know each other in real life. We know each other in person. And I've missed you, man. And it's been really, really sucky that you've been in the situation that you're in. I mean, the only reason that Ollie received the medication that he received is because he had a trip to America booked and he wanted to go and see his sister. And the only way he could go was if he had a certain medication that we will not name on here, and please don't name it in the chat either. So he was sort of, you know, strong-armed into it to go and see family, and he never got to go and see family. He got 27 months in bed instead. So, I mean, there's irony. It's the most bitter irony ever, but there's irony if you ever did hear of it, right? But hopefully now you're out the other side of it, or at least coming out the other side of it, and we can just look at those sort of years of our lives and write them off. I genuinely believe the only way forward is to not look back. And I know they say, oh, don't look back in anger, but there are so many people on social media that are still stuck in the mindset that they were in 2020, 2021. They still think they're living in something that they're not living in. And I'm hoping that at least the people here, for sure, have pushed forwards and decided that now is the time to move forward with our lives, because looking back is not going to get us anywhere. It's not. It's just going to make us bitter, paranoid, and I don't know, so much more. And this is why, you know, I'm opening up a little bit here. This is why I do this channel now. It's because I was falling down rabbit holes that I didn't want to fall down. I was constantly paranoid. My mental health was battered from looking at negative news every day. And it just wasn't good for me. It wasn't healthy. And then chuck on top that I'm ASD and that I do get hyper fixated on things. It was really doing my head in. So I'm focused here, and I hope that people enjoy what I do here, not just these live streams or the streams of Chrissy, but the travel stuff, because I spend a lot of time working on it, trying to make it as good and high quality as possible. I work with the equipment that I have. Yeah, I don't have a lot of big, high quality, expensive equipment. I can't afford to buy GoPros and things like that. You see some of these channels that break them for fun all day, every day. I can't even afford to buy them. So we're doing the best with what we have. Anyway, let's kick off the conversation. So somebody suggests something that we can chat about, and I'll say good evening to Beats and Tapes. And yeah, Emma, it is what it is, right? It's just, I feel so much better in myself, mentally and physically, for just getting out of that. Getting out of that and turning around and focusing on something that, yes, it is positive, but also it's real. When we give our opinion on things, we give a genuine opinion on things, like you would have seen in the Butlins video, the Butlins review, if you've watched that. It wasn't all positive, so we said it wasn't all positive. Thank you for the Beats and Tapes for watching the video today. The video today was a hell of a lot of work. I'm not going to lie to you. And this is what I mean by, I'm just trying to raise the bar. I'm trying to raise the standard. In fact, give me a second. For those who haven't seen it, I'll just play some bits of it and I'll show you what I mean. I'm trying my best to... I'm trying my best to, like I say, raise the visual quality, the audio quality, to create a bit of a narrative when it comes to my videos. Give me a sec. I'll play you some of it in a second. This is not going well. I'll get there. I've just got to work this out. Right, that there. Turn that on, and then we want to go to that. Can you see my face there? Spoiler alert. It is a great price for the room. It was really a great price for the room. But yeah, this is what I mean. Like, I'm just trying to create story, entertainment, and raise the standard. That handsome specimen of a man you see there staring out the train window is me. and I am on my way to central London to stay in a 5-star hotel and watch the Game Awards, paid for entirely by the platform on which you are watching this video, YouTube. How does a channel with under 2,000 subscribers at the time of recording this get into such a situation, I hear you ask? Well, I was reached out to by YouTube via their Creator Collective program and asked if I would like to RSVP and not guaranteed a space. Why not? When in Rome, do as the Romans do. With 48 hours to spare, I got the notification. You're coming, and we've booked you a room. So here you find me, with a sense of trepidation, somewhat confusion, but still, on a train, ready to go to London, watch the Game Awards, and maybe have a great time. Let's see how we got on. Well, yeah, Emma, why did that crack you up? Why did that crack you up? I'm feeling a bit paranoid now. Why was that funny, Emma? That handsome fella, indeed. It is what it is. I'm quite a self-deprecating guy, but if you can see what I mean, like I've never made a video that's structured quite like this. It's a 12-minute video, and it was over 12 hours of editing to make it. But I think it was worth every minute of it. And I genuinely think that this is my style now. I'm going to continue to make videos like this and improve on that, because that's the only bit of like voiceover commentary. I'm thinking I continue them throughout a video with a through narrative. So wherever I go and do it, I film it, blah, 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 and then I come back and I write a script and I record a narrative, and things just are a bit more polished than they have ever been on any channel that I've ever done before. I'm just trying to, you know, be better, if you will. So, anywho, I'm funnier than I realise. Well, I try to be, but I do think that maybe due to being neurodivergent, it definitely comes off as more dry humour than actual humour. But I do try. Yeah, let me go. Let me spin a yarn. I think it's the best so far as well, Emma. Thank you. I really do. It's still all a bit of a shock. It was all a bit of a whirlwind, and that's why it says 18 hours in London on the thumbnail, because it was 18 hours from, you know, door to door back home. It was a bit of a whirlwind. And that hotel. I mean, let's just look at some of it. Let's just look at some more. Hold on. Okay. I mean, just look at it. I'll give you some of the nice music as well. I genuinely thought, and I say it in the video, that they were going to put us in a travel lodge. But this is what we got. To see you in bed make my evening. Oh, you see more than me in bed. I gave you guys a. Hold on, if I go here, you get a quick snippet of me topless. I'll show you. I let you see. I let you see just enough. Are you ready? Let me know if you can see where it is. I let you see just enough to get you excited, Emma. Oh, there he is. There he is. Just for you, Emma. Just for you. But my God, that pole as well. Like, look at it. Just look at it. But otherwise, this pool is huge. And when I spoke to concierge last night, I asked if it was heated, and my response was, oh God, yes. Seriously, that was the response. I asked if it was heated, and he said, oh God, yes. And I thought, right, we're in on this. I would have gone in it like immediately after I got back, but they shut it at 9 PM for some reason. The gym next door, which I have filmed in, by the way, I just haven't put any footage up yet. The gym is open 24/7, and it is full of state-of-the-art equipment. Absolute state. It's even got a freaking Stairmaster. Who remembers Stairmasters? They've even got a bloody Stairmaster. But I've got like raw footage on here, because everything I do, apart from these streams, is shot and edited on this device. Everything. Now, I'm learning, I've got like lenses and stuff that I can add to the cameras, and I'm learning to really enhance the experience of filming, and I'm learning to color grade, and I'm learning to edit better, so it doesn't come out looking like it was shot on a phone. But it is all shot and edited on a phone. Now, the editor isn't free. I pay for my editor. It's a good bit of kit, actually. Cyberlink Power Director. And I really don't need anything more than that at this time. I mean, at some point, if we ever make any actual money on this channel, we might just pay someone to edit the videos for us, and then they'll probably do it in something like Premiere Pro or whatever that one John uses is. What is that one that John uses? DaVinci Resolve? I think it's called DaVinci Resolve. But I've not got any want or need to learn a new editor. Because unless I told you guys now, you wouldn't have known that was all made on a phone. At least the editing, anyway. You might have known it was shot, but you wouldn't know that. Because I've worked my ass off to do it. And I have noticed my phone, this phone has got a terabyte of storage in it, and it's well over 60% full. Means I've got to start thinking about deleting some stuff off or getting some stuff made sooner rather than later. Because that's pretty bad. There's over 600 gigabytes of basically footage on there. But then again, I do shoot absolutely everything in 4K, and then I render it in 4K as well, and then I release it in 4K. Except for these, I think this stream's going out in 1080p, but then we're on a wireless Wi-Fi I'm above the Wi-Fi box, actually, so the fact that we can send out quite a smooth stream here is probably a miracle. Probably a miracle. Right, so what do people want to talk about? Oh, you want to know why Inside Ears is worthless? So let me set up what Inside Ears is first. So Inside Ears is a program created by Disneyland Paris to have quote-unquote social media influencers be ambassadors for the resort, online ambassadors for the resort. And I was part of that program at one point via my old brand, Disabled. And then when I didn't want to comply with certain restrictions, shall we say, they dropped me like a stone. And I was, and the thing is, they didn't even tell me they dropped me. And then the only reason they dropped me is because other creators, one of whom turned out to be an actual grapeist, complained to Disneyland Paris that I wasn't following restrictions. So that's what happened. It comes with certain agreements. We could get away with not really following those agreements because we are disabled, and actually, you shouldn't use that card. But that is really poignant as to why we were even members of Inside Ears. They joined us up to the program as part of a legal settlement so that we wouldn't sue their asses. So they're actually in breach of that settlement, which is a contract signed and legally filed between us and Disneyland Paris when they dropped us and didn't tell us. So before we even get into that, because I'm not sure how far I can go into that, because I don't want to end up inadvertently breaching that legal contract, but it's nothing to do with anything other than a situation where someone nearly died, put it that way. So it's nothing to do with like anything about the brand itself, but we agreed a settlement with them. No money changed hands. We didn't ask for money. Changes in disability policies happened, thanks to us at the Disneyland Paris Resort, and thanks to that legal settlement. We never asked for any money. We simply asked for them to fix what was broken and have us part of that program to ensure that we could accurately report what was going on under the guise. So once they actually dropped us without telling us, I'm pretty sure they breached that signed legal agreement, which is filed and notarized and all of that. But that's not the problem. The problem is it's completely worthless. I don't like to use the term shill, but the people that are part of that program are not to speak ill of the resort. And that's why when Ollie asked me the other day, he said, would you rejoin it as this brand, as Real Review UK? And I straight up said no. Because whilst, you know, it's nice to be an ambassador for that resort, and it's a place that we love going, we also don't want to find that we suddenly start getting our tongue tied and being told we can't be honest. Because we were never given, right, full disclosure, me and Lisa, who were part of that program, were never given a single free trip through that program. We were invited to some after-hours events that we had to pay for. So we didn't have to pay to go to the event. The event was free because we were invited, but we had to pay for our hotel stays, our transport to and from France, okay? Whereas other members of Inside Ears were getting free trips up the wazoo. We're getting hotel rooms in the 4- or 5-star hotels. We're getting promotional pictures and stuff taken up on Castle Hill where the public can't go. And we never entertained or involved ourselves in any of that. We simply wanted to report accurately and go to some of these things. Like we went to the relaunch of the Tower of Terror. We went to the last night of Armageddon. And we went to the last night of the Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. So we got to be on the final public train of that. But it comes with those caveats that you cannot be negative. And I'm not going to lie to you. When it comes to Disneyland Paris at this particular moment in time, they should be embarrassed. Yes, I enjoy going there. Yes, I love being there. But they should be embarrassed. Because they have been building the world of Frozen for longer than Universal in Orlando have been building Epic Universe. And Epic Universe is an entire theme park with, 4 or 5 technically major themed lands, several roller coasters, some of the most technologically advanced dark rides in existence, Super Nintendo World, How to Train Your Dragon World, Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Universal Classic Monsters, all got their own lands. Huge sprawling theme park. They've also built 3 hotels in that time at that theme park. In the same time, in fact, shorter time, than Disneyland Paris is going to have taken to build 1 clone boat ride. Because that's what Frozen Ever After is, Ollie. It is a clone of a 30-year-old boat ride. Maelstrom, at Epcot, now Frozen Ever After at Epcot. And then you got the announcement at D23 earlier this year that the World of Frozen is not going to open until 2026. This is embarrassing. They should be embarrassed. And if I was once again part of the Inside Ears Ambassador program, I wouldn't be allowed to say this. I would say it because I'm me, but they wouldn't look kindly on it, and we wouldn't be having a great conversation after I did it, put it that way. Yeah, you say the French don't work quickly, but Ollie, this is, well, technically 2 rides, because they get that tangled spinning boat ride, which will be a prefab, which takes about 5 days to install. But other than that, it's 1 ride. That's taken them, what, 7, 8 years to build at this point? That's embarrassing. And then they've announced this Lion King land to go next to Frozen Land. I'd say you're probably looking 2035 for that. Am I being facetious? I don't know. So yeah, that's why, in my opinion, Inside Ears, the Disneyland Paris ambassadorial program, is worthless. Because whilst you might get a few, sweeties thrown your way as an influencer, it comes with caveats, and it's the same with being on, the media list for the American parks. And yes, Ollie, I think they filled that hole with water now. I think that lake is full. I think they've done that. So Ollie says, the food is awful right now, apparently, even table service. I don't eat in the parks, mate. I haven't eaten in the parks for years. The only Disney-owned food that we eat, actually, tell a lie, I will eat at Pim Kitchen, which is in Walt Disney Studios. But the only Disney food that we will eat is the buffets, usually downtown at Hotel New York, The Art of Marvel, because park food is shite. Let me just say it as it is. It's terrible. So, you can pay, 18, 19 euros for a really crap burger, some tiny fries, and, oh yeah, you get a Magnum ice cream and a fountain drink. Or you can go pay 1 or 2 euros more in the village at Five Guys and get a double bacon cheeseburger that's cooked fresh in front of you with a mountain of fries and some drink. Plaza buffet selection has been halved. But that kind of goes back. Have you seen my Butlins video, my Butlins review, Ollie, from last week or the week before we went to Butlins? Because premium dining is a buffet. It's supposed to be a premium buffet. But the price goes up every time we go, and the selection has been going down and down and down and down to the point where they've taken out over a third of what they would normally give, and they're just giving that out as a pizza station every night. If I wanted pizza, I'd get pizza. No, I completely agree with you, Ollie. Five Guys for the win. So yeah, if I don't know what to eat, then I just go and eat Five Guys because it's there. Yeah, it's pricey, but it's just as pricey as the park food. You get twice as much food, and it's so much better in quality to a degree that I can't even explain. So you might as well go out the park. For you guys, for you walkers, it's a little bit of an extra walk, but for me, I just, it's an extra 3 or 4 minutes on my mobility scooter. I'm at Five Guys. I can go in. They wrap the burgers in foil so you can take them back to the hotel. They're still piping hot. It's a no-brainer, surely. It's an absolute no-brainer that you would go and do that rather than go and eat horrible, crappy park food. I don't know what American park food's like these days, but I will tell you, Disneyland Paris's park food is terrible. It is not worth the money. You shouldn't go and buy it. And if you want food, at least go into the village. You'll be on a scooter next time. Okay, we need to go together then, don't we? We need to go together, and we need to go and ride around on scooters. And have a real good laugh. What do you think to that? They've got this new festival of music that's running until, I think, September. And they're doing I know you've got the pop punk album, haven't you, Ollie? because they're doing like live performances of that in Videopolis every day. So they got a full live band with live singers in Videopolis. That's going to be pretty awesome. So, I haven't set a date to go back again in 25. I'm not even sure I will go back again in 25. I want to, just to see that, really, just to see the festival of music. But I'm just not sure that I will. But there is plenty more for me to do. And I tell you what, Thursday night, when it comes to wanting to expand the reach of this channel, Thursday night, going to an event, yeah, it was completely paid for by YouTube, networking with other creators, meeting other creators, meeting representatives of YouTube, has really opened my eyes to the fact that we can't just stick to one thing. Like, you know, one place. Can't keep going to Disney. I do love Disney, don't get me wrong. But there's so much more out there. And there's so many more places we can go to. I want to go to look at places in Belgium, in Germany, other parks in France. And I'd really like to start getting to these in 25. So hopefully we can. And also, you know, countdown to November. If we can get enough subscribers and this bloody channel can start paying for itself, November in Kentucky, baby. November in Kentucky. Yes, please. I want Thanksgiving in Kentucky. But it all depends on people clicking that like button, clicking that subscribe button, and you know, joining us and helping us grow this thing. And watching the videos. You know, because ultimately I am trying to entertain people. I'm trying to have a laugh. I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to make you guys happy. Even if it's for 10 minutes out of your day. I don't want to dabble in negativity anymore. So, whilst one of you thinks of something else to talk about, throw it at me. Come on, people. You're in the chat. We got Dexter's birthday present today. Not his Christmas present, his birthday present. I'm not going to say out loud what it is in case he's sneakily watching on his mother's account right now. But we got his birthday present. I attached it to my mobile phone bill, so it's ending up costing me about £20 a month. Right? I saw a deal come on my mobile contract. It was something that we really wanted to get him last year, but it was sold out everywhere. We couldn't. So we managed to get it chucked on to the mobile phone contract. And it comes with, what they said was 2 years worth of PlayStation Plus. So we were like, oh, awesome, we're going to get a code or something. Sign up for 2 years for PlayStation Plus. That's great, because we haven't paid for PS Plus for a long time at the moment because we can't afford it. We can't afford the monthly cost and we can't afford a bundle. So we thought, that's great. Dexter can stop moaning us. It's been about 8 or 9 months since we've had it. We can add that on. So this birthday present arrives today. And we've got that. That's put away. But instead of giving us a code for 2 years of PS Plus, they gave us four £50 PlayStation Store vouchers and said spend that on what you want. So I've got £200 worth of PlayStation Store vouchers here. So we're going to spend 100 of it on a year of PS Plus. That's gone. The good one as well. But I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Might even think about a giveaway. I don't know. I don't know yet. But random. Just random, because they say you're going to get one thing, and then you get another thing. And it even said on the letter it came with, just spend it on what you want. Spend it on what you want. Okay. 200 quid's worth of PlayStation Store vouchers. That's literally more in PlayStation Store vouchers than we have in money right now. So, handy. Handy indeed. So, you know what? I'm only going to stay on for about 5 or 10 more minutes. And then I'm going to clear the ranks, we'll set a stream for tomorrow night where me and Chrissy will be back to finish the Disney Lego. This set anyway, because we've got a Nightmare Before Christmas set as well. Giant one. It's been sitting there since October, ready to be built. So we're going to get around to doing that as well. So if you haven't already liked the stream, then please consider doing so. Also, we've got a super chat goal of 5 super chats of £2. If anybody feels so inclined, you don't have to, of course. But like I said, going back to the point I was making earlier, that trip on Thursday has really broadened my horizons and made me feel like it's time to do more, it's time to do better. Obviously, it needs to finance itself, because I was very lucky on Thursday to have had that wonderful hotel completely provided free by YouTube. I'm still blown away. I'm still blown away by all of it. Generally, Shalini was in... If you're still in the chat, you can tell him. I thought it was all an elaborate prank. I genuinely thought it was all going to be an elaborate prank. Ashton Kutcher was going to jump out from behind something. I was going to end up punked. And that's what I thought. But no, it was bloody real. So there you have it. But that has made me want to do more and more and more. And the best way for you guys to help out, is watch the videos, like the videos, share the videos, subscribe to the channel. I cannot stress how important those things are. Because the more you do that, the more we grow, the more the algorithm puts us out, the more eyes get on us, the more people we can entertain, and ultimately, the more ad revenue the channel can collect that we can then pump back in. We can then pump back into the channel to create more and more excellent content. Yeah, right now our studio space that you see me in, we've taken up half of our bedroom for it. We would like our own permanent studio space at some point, or at least an office. But that's down the line. That's not today. That's not tomorrow. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And I'm just hoping that you guys stick along with us for the ride and help get our content in front of more people. Because I appreciate you. I really appreciate all of you. Especially those that have jumped ship with me from a very, very negative situation into what is now hopefully a very positive situation. So, with that, I think it is time for me to depart this evening. And once again say thank you all for coming. Big love to all of you. And don't forget, watch the videos, subscribe to the channel, like the channel. And just help push us out algorithmically. It costs you nothing to do these things, but to us it is everything. So we really appreciate it, and we really appreciate you. Oh dear, I'm getting all sentimental now. Back hopefully tomorrow, 8 PM to finish the Lego build. And then Thursday or Friday for members only. And I can see there are a few members in the chat, which you can join for 99p a month. And we'll do some music. We'll do some music. We'll have some fun. We'll have a laugh. But only for those members. So 99 boys and girls.